Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just sitting here waiting on my family to get out of the chiropractor, and I thought I'd make a video on refereeing. I have the responsibility of refereeing 2 super matches. Between see, the first one, because Wyatt weighs so much, so that's like a super heavyweight. The first one will probably be between Mark and Aiden. And the whole thing will be filmed on Finlan's World, if I can figure out how to link them. And the second super match, they're all 6 rounds, Armwrestling rules. Second super match is between, Aiden and Mark's his right hand, and Wyatt Fears versus left-handed Mason Finlan. And that's also 6 rounds. So there's 2 super matches I'll be refereeing. So I want to talk about refereeing, what that's like, because it is a power position, and because it's so interesting. When I was getting ready for my super match with Wyatt, the things that I was saying, the things that I was deciding to do with the size of the pads, of the number of rounds, with the rule set, and the things me and Wyatt worked out, people thought that I was playing mind games. And I wasn't playing mind games. I really believe what I said. I told him that if he is strong enough to beat me 6-0, I want him to have the opportunity to demonstrate that, to manifest that. So I want to pull 6 rounds. If there's a fatigue factor, it's 3, and then he has 3 pins, and then there's a chance for me to come back. I want whatever can be manifest combatively in the match to be able to come forward. So that's why I wanted 6 rounds. Sam, probably going to be my down ref, pointed out that because Wyatt's so strong but so heavy, and because my endurance is so good, that if there's a chance for me to win, it would be at the later rounds. That's probably true, but it didn't end up being close enough in strength to matter. So, anyway, the job of a referee is a huge power position. I hope I'm not getting the sunlight in you guys. It's a huge power position, and the important thing you have to understand for setting the rules, and for these different organizations that have all these different rule sets and time structures and everything, is that you have to understand the power position of the referee. If you understand that it's best that he have the most limited power there, and that the rules are more to either give him power or take power away from him and put it in the hands of the athletes, such as freedom. It gives the people witnessing the match the most power, because everyone around them is the referee. So this is the people's decision. So that's the best. But if you're going to have one referee, he's informed, he knows the rule set that they've agreed to, because it has to get all technical for it to be, monetized and have stakes put on it and everything. When I have to obey rules and I can only do this and that, then there's less variables. And then you also have the issue of, intent, because that is a real thing. Is Wyatt just going to stand there and let Mason screw around and try and fatigue his hand and try and get a bite on his bicep and trying to get a good grip? Or are both elbows going to come off there's all these things. And it's not up to me to decide, well, this guy should fight for these things, and he, hey, dude, you should really fight. No. My job is to be silent. If it looks like there's going to be any question in anyone's mind, to shout to them and to encourage them to keep pulling, because there's no lawful reason for them to stop yet. And they've asked me not to stop them if they reach a dangerous position. So that's fine. I'll leave that up to them. We're doing Arm Wars rules. So there's a running foul. There's also a stopping foul. 2 fouls is a loss. Okay, so you don't have that third option. Screwing. It's not like WAL or King of the Table quite. It's a little different. You can't screw around as much, or you'll lose. But there's still 6 rounds, so it's just really interesting. There's a to use King of the Table terminology. There's a position gained issue to look at for the running fouls versus the stopping foul, basically. But it's easy to understand. Arm Wars rules are great. Obviously, I think that a little different than Arm Wars, and like 99% is really close to the first King of the Table event. The second King of the Table event, I think, was better in some ways and worse in others. To being, what the sport deserves at a spiritual level of accuracy. But anyway, it's a tremendous responsibility to be the ref, and I'll take it very seriously, as seriously as I can. And I will try and be impartial and judge justly, and I will try and lend the way that the match is procured and arranged so that the athletes, right, my buddies from the club, wait, we don't even have a name, the power's in their hands to win, to lose, to make a show, or to embarrass themselves, to find victory, or to have the best opportunity to learn from the experience. So that's my goal. That's what I will try and do, and I'll definitely make a video recapping the whole thing afterwards, the super matches, and probably do a little video on what I learned as a ref afterwards, because obviously this is beforehand. We're just now into October. The match is scheduled for the 7th now, but anyway, just want to touch on that. Stay after it, and find truth on the arm wrestling table. Find truth in arm wrestling.
Thank you.